Hello everybody, this is Boss Cube, your captain speaking for the day, and today we're going to be flying on the South Shore. More specifically, we're going to be flying out of Pierre-Éliott-Trudeau, the airport of Montreal, and we're going to start heading west towards Salaberry to Valleyfield, and then make our way all the way up to Longueuil, Boucherville, and Varennes, and then start heading down towards Mont-Saint-Hilaire, to eventually come back up and land at the St. Hubert Airport. Alright, let's ask for our clearance.
Tower Boss 1980 ready for south departure at runway 24 right. Boss 1980 cleared for takeoff runway 24 right south departure approved.
Let's acknowledge
Cleared
that.
for takeoff runway 24 right Boss 1980.
Okay then, let's line up. So I'm going to be doing most of the flight on autopilot at around 1,000 feet or so, 1,000 to 1,300 feet off the ground, using the heading indicator. So I'll be turning and using the autopilot for altitude the whole way. I've been working on that thing in the last couple flights, trying to find out how it works and whatnot, and we're going to be using it for our flight. Unless I see something interesting, then I'm just going to take control. Alright, let's do all our checks and whatnot. Let's get the prop in the green sector. So for the prop in the green sector, it's actually over here, prop RPM. You gotta bring that up to about 2,000. And we're off. And we won't be using the cruise.
Boss 1980 continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Roger that.
Tower Boss 1980 continue for south departure.
So let's start heading west. So for the autopilot, I'm going to use the
Boss
indicator.
1980, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
That's the 1,300 I wanted there. Alright, autopilot set to going west and at 1,000. Let's put it at 1,200 there.
Boss 1980, acknowledge last transmission. Tower Boss 1980, frequency change. Montreal approach Boss 1980 is type Air TBM 95 miles southwest of Dorval. Request flight following. Boss 1980, Montreal approach. Squawk 6743. Squawk 6743 Boss 1980. Boss 1980 radar contact 4 miles northeast of Charlie Sierra Papa 1,200 feet. Altimeter 29.81.
So I'm going to start slowing down so we can see what we're doing here. So to our left is Il Perrault.
Copy, boss 1980.
So as I was saying, to our left over here is Il Perrault. We're going to go towards Vaudreuil-Dorion, which should be right there on the other side of the bridge to the right of our nose, which is the 40. Let's try to get a speed of about 170, 180. Alright, so right in front of us is Vaudreuil. This is Il Perrault to our left, so you see the 20 down there. And you see the 40 over there to our right. Right there. If you remember well, that way is the Ottawa River from our flight to Ottawa. And this way is going to be the St. Lawrence River that's heading towards the Great Lakes and Toronto and Lake Ontario. So we just passed Vaudreuil, Il Perrault, sorry, not Vaudreuil. That's Il Perrault. We're getting on top of Vaudreuil right now. If my memory is good, there is a military hospital somewhere around here, but it's been a while since I went to Vaudreuil. There seems to be a bit of air turbulence there. We're shaking a bit. I'm going to put the YD on. Should help with the shake. Alright, let's start turning left using the autopilot. Next stop is going to be Coteau-du-Lac, and then we're going to turn left towards Salaberry of Valleyfield, go see the Canal of Beauharnois, which was completely dug out for the hydro station in Beauharnois. Let's get rid of that menu there. As you can see today, we have a bit of an overcast again. I'm using live weather, of course, so to make this as authentic as possible on the day that I'm recording. I wonder if the new 30 was built. I kind of passed it. Oh yeah, you see the highway going down to our left, so that would be the new 30 that was built a couple of years ago. Let's go on to the 20 while we're at it. So I'm going to turn a bit more to the left with the autopilot. As you can see, the autopilot is trying to follow this little dual blue triangle. That would be the heading I want it to go, and this is the heading where it's going presently. So I told it to go at 219. Right there on the other side, you see La Grande Île. There's the 20, auto route 20 right there. It becomes the 401, sorry, once we cross into Ontario. So right there is Coteau-du-Lac right underneath us. And on the other side of the St. Lawrence would be Salaberry to Valleyfield. Alright, let's start turning in to go over Valleyfield. Valleyfield. Now over here they have races every year, usually. Hydro boats, or anyways, boats that go insanely fast. It's usually around in Valleyfield once a year. It's a big event over there, so if you ever have the chance of being in this area when it happens, you're going to hear them from very far. Right over here is Le Canal de Beauharnois. This leads to the hydro station in Beauharnois. This was all dug out by people. It's about 1 kilometer wide, if my memory serves me right. And it goes all the way to the other side of the big island, or what's called La Grande Île, which became an island when this was dug out. So we're going to follow the Canal de Beauharnois all the way to the power station and see if we can actually have a good look at it. Say goodbye to the city of Valleyfield. We're going to go on the other side of the canal. It's actually really well made. There's the port. A little bit of an industrial zone here. Don't know what these companies are. If you guys have any idea or you live around this area, feel free to show me or tell me actually. Let's turn a bit left. We're going to fly over Valleyfield and try to get a view of the dam, see how it looks like in game. I've been to the dam in real life, the Barrage de Beauharnois. I've been there in real life back in the day when we were allowed visiting. It was a really fun experience. We got to see the turbine generators and everything. I don't know if that's still open, but they do have a museum there. And a really nice park right in front of it. And also for all the boats, there's the locks to bring them down a level. Tap on the autopilot there. So the bridge you're seeing right over there in the distance, that's the bridge for the 30. It's actually a toll bridge. So a lot of people, instead of taking that bridge, they just continue on and go towards Valleyfield and go through Valleyfield. So unless you have to go to Montreal in a hurry, most people will go through Valleyfield and avoid the toll. Or just go the other way through Chateauguay and take the Mercier Bridge. Little, I guess, rivers you could call them, or little canals. Alright, we're getting up to the city of Valleyfield here. And that's the new 30 down there. Well, I say new, it's been out for a while now. For you guys wondering what that line is, it's actually part of the whole complex for the hydro dam, so that the water trickles downwards. Alright, let's go see where that dam is. Okay, it should be right in front of us, so I'm going to try to get a good view of it and see if it actually looks like what it's supposed to. So I could tell you right off the bat, it doesn't quite look like that. Actually, it doesn't look like that at all. The bridge is supposed to be covered. Oh, they actually put the Quebec flag. Okay, that looks like that. That's good. Here, we're gonna go around so I could get a better view with my other window. That there's the city of Varennes. We're gonna come back and look at it a bit more right after. We're gonna turn around to have a look at the dam again. Let's use the autopilot. I have to admit, they did a really good recreation of this city. Even the marina is well made. Alright, let's head back towards the dam and get a good view. Over there, in, I guess you could call it, those buildings right there, there's an old Alcan factory that was shut down when Alcan got bought by Rio Tinto. It was unfortunate. Supposedly some very good aluminum was made from there. Alright, so yeah, the Quebec flag is there. That was put there when the dam was built. It's part of the little park I was telling you guys about where you can go. The two islands are there, everything, that's all there. Just the dam is not well recreated, unfortunately. It doesn't look like that. But at least they got it right. Oh, and over here, under the... Oh, you do see the tunnel entrance, but they didn't bring it down. Alright, let's turn around and keep on going. Let's go follow the 30. Those are the locks I was telling you guys about. Part of the St. Lawrence Seaway. So we're gonna keep following the 30 that's right there in front of us and head towards Chateauguay. Like I say, I'm only using the autopilot for this flight. I've been telling it to hold a steady level of 1,200 feet. And I'm using the heading selector for where I want the plane to go. That's the 30 right underneath us. While I'm at it, might as well give you another view of the city of Varennes. St. Lawrence is really beautiful. I really like the trees in this game. I like what they did with everything that has to do with environment, the clouds, the trees, the water. It's just so beautiful. I'm not ready to say, yeah, it's a complete lifelike imitation, but it's really close. Like, you see the vehicles on the roads and everything. It's just mesmerizing. Amazing and mesmerizing are the two words I would use. Okay, the 30 is turning off a bit to the right now, so let's follow that. And we can see Chateauguay in the distance there, just where my nose is pointing. But we're going to keep following the 30. another golf course. We love our golf courses. Alright, so we're entering Châteauguay proper right now. There's the hospital, that building with the greenish roof. And over there is all the strip where all the stores are, most of the stores are. Yeah, let's get a bit closer to that strip. Flying right over Châteauguay right now. If you guys ever see your house from these videos, tell me, that'd be cool, if you actually can recognize your house. Now we're heading over Kanawake. In this distance you see Montreal in downtown Montreal, so we're going to start heading right and go back towards the Autoroute 30. I've lost the autoroute, but doesn't matter. I know where we're going. This way is going to be Saint-Constant, Saint-Catherine, eventually Delson and Cadillac, Candiac, sorry, not Cadillac. And on the other side of the 15 is going to be La Prairie, but we're not there yet. That over there on the tip of my wing is the Mercier Bridge. That's the 730 that's going straight to the 132 for St. Catherine and St. Constant. So right now we are starting to fly over St. Constant. On the other side of the 132, which is like a really big boulevard going through all this, would be St. Catherine. That's the sports complex.
Boss 1980, contact Montreal approach on 125.15. 125.15, boss 1980. Montreal approach, boss 1980, 1,200 feet. Boss 1980, Montreal approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.81.
So now we are above La Prairie. Actually, no, we're in Candiac. La Prairie is just a little further that way. Now, if you're wondering what that weird boundary is in the St. Lawrence River, that's for the St. Lawrence Seaway. That's for where all the boats pass to go through the locks and whatnot, because if you remember from a previous flight, there are the Lachine Rapids over there. Here we go. This is the Autoroute 15, and now we're flying over La Prairie. This would be the start of Boulevard Tachon. Or also known as 134. I never knew this part existed. And right off my nose is the 30, but we're going to continue between the 134 and the 30. So you guys can get a better view of the town here. once we pass this little tiny stream over here, or river, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to end up in the city of Brossard. Oh, the shopping mall is there. Let's go fly over it. Right there off my nose, in front of us, is what they call the Distrant. It's a huge shopping complex with a bunch of stores. You can practically find whatever you want there, as long as you have the money to buy everything you want. Right over here, the Distrant. As you can see, oh, they even rendered really well made. Really well made. Further down there would be the sports complex where the Montreal Canadiens practice. Start heading north a bit. Keep looking at Brossard. Brossard followed by Greenfield Park, followed by Saint Lambert, if I remember correctly, and then after that it would be Longueuil. Oh, would you look at that? There's the shadow of my plane right there. St. Hubert, so that's where we're going to be landing at the end of our flight. And we still got plenty of fuel. Right now we're over, I don't want to lie here, I think we're over Longueuil now. Yeah, that's the Jacques-Cartier over there. So, oh no, we're not in Longueuil yet. We're around Saint Lambert. Yeah, this would be around Saint Lambert. There's the 134 again, Taschereau Boulevard. That over there is the Victoria Bridge. So the Victoria Bridge was made for trains, okay? It is used for cars, but they go only one way when it's rush hour traffic. So in the morning to go into Montreal, they're going to use the outside of the bridge for vehicles on both sides to go inwards, and then on the afternoon, rush hour out, they use both sides for the traffic coming upwards of Montreal. So people can leave Montreal and go home. Here's part of the St. Lawrence Seaway again, and if I remember well, right around here there should be more locks for it. And there's the Jacques-Cartier Bridge, once again, with La Ronde. Alright, we're gonna start heading east and fly over Longueuil. So the 15 becomes the 132 and it follows the St. Lawrence River. So much diversity. So in front of us is going to be the industrial center. After that we pass the 30. So you can see there's like a tiny bridge right there on the south of the St. Lawrence, and then there's a tunnel, Louis-Hippolyte Lafontaine, to get back into Montreal. So that becomes the 30 right there, between Longueuil and Butcherville. Boucherville, sorry, not Butcher. There's the 30 right there going towards Montreal, And now we're entering Boucherville. On the island right in front of us, which should be, if I remember well, Island or Sharon Island, yeah. There's a water treatment plant and a huge hotel where the government used to hold meetings back in the day. Yeah, don't know if they still do. Maybe someone can correct me on that. So we're gonna fly all the way to the city of Varennes, which is that speck over there. Well, speck. The other, like this, is the end of Boucherville, if my memory is good, and over there is Varennes. And right underneath us is the 132. And yeah, my plane is shaking all over the place, so we're getting some wind. That, by the way, is still the island Montreal. That would be Pointe-aux-Trembles right on the other side there. There's a couple of islands between, if my memory is good. That would be l'Île Sainte-Thérèse, or Sainte-Thérèse Island, I guess in English. There are a bunch of little islands there between the South Shore and Montreal, and on the other side, which is Repentigny. But that's going to be part of the North Shore tour. So now we're entering Varennes. Alrighty then, time to make a 180 almost and start heading towards Mont-Saint-Hilaire. As you can see, Quebec is a lot of farms on the south of Montreal, or what they would call the Canton de l'Est eventually, but there are a lot of farms. If you go up north, there's less and less farms. It's more woodlands and tundra way up north. So Mont-Saint-Hilaire would be the mountain right there in front of us. A lot of people go there to go skiing and whatnot. Let's go down to 1,000 feet. So I figured the autopilot, you set the altitude you want, you press on FLC, and you throttle down, and eventually it'll go down to where you want it. Don't ask me what we're flying over right now. I think, and I might be completely wrong, but I think this is Saint-Amab. I know it's not St. Julie, we're not at the 30 yet, so this might be Saint-Amab that we're flying over right now. Tell me if I'm wrong. Sorry if I am. Oh, the sky seems to be clearing up. Yep. A bit more, not clear to the southwest, but it's clearing up, which is nice. So the river you're seeing, like there's a little blue line going all across before Mont-Saint-Hilaire. That would be the Richelieu River. During the summer you see a lot of boats passing through there. It's actually quite fun. So that's the Autoroute 30 we're passing. Yep, that's the Autoroute 30. So as soon as we pass the Autoroute 30, before the Richelieu River, it's the city of Belleuil, and on the other side, it's Mont-Saint-Hilaire. I wonder, do we see the quarry on the mountain? We're gonna have to turn left and find out. Yeah, we're gonna turn left to find out. Unfortunately, they dug like a big hole on the side of this mountain at some point. I don't know why the government authorized it. I personally find it looks like a scar. When you drive on the 30, you see it so well. It's a huge scar on the mountain, but what's done is done. Gonna try to turn and see if we could get a good view of it there. So, is my big hole there? Yeah, you see something. Yep, there's the scar. There's the hole they did in Mont-Saint-Hilaire, unfortunately. Alrighty then, time to do a 180 and start heading towards St. Bruno. Yeah, St. Bruno and then St. Hubert, and we're gonna go land at St. Hubert.
Tower Boss 1980 is 12 miles northeast with golf to land. Boss 1980 Tower. Make straight in runway 24 right. Altimeter 29.80 wind 260 at Niner.
Alright, 24 right. So we're landing here. And we gotta come in via 24, so we're more or less in the right direction.
Fly straight in runway 24 right, Boss 1980.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start turning towards 24. That would be Mont-Saint-Bruno. It's smaller than Mont-Saint-Hilaire, but it's there. Okay, there we go. We can see it right there. Okay, good. I'm gonna go a bit more west because I'm not well aligned for it. Still using the autopilot. I haven't touched my flight stick since takeoff. Actually, I've been using just the heading indicator. In the distance you see Mount Royal and downtown Montreal. Alright, let's turn for 2-4. This looks pretty good. Okay, we're still a little ways out.
Boss 1980 cleared to land runway 24 right. Wind 206 at tree. Cleared to land runway 24 right, boss 1980.
We're going to be a bit to the left there. We're going to correct. Alright, we seem pretty good here. I'm gonna take off the autopilot, I guess, and start doing things on my own. Goodbye, autopilot. Let's start going down.
Landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear.
Oh, there's definitely some wind today. But that's okay. Is that? Yes it is. Okay, let's veer off. We're gonna come back. There's a plane on the freaking tarmac. Good thing I had landing clearance. That's not good.
Going around boss 1980. Boss
Is there a plane there?
1980, copy, go around.
Bad tower. Now you're wondering why there's also landing strip 10 and I can't use it. Well, I think it's because there's a military base here at St. Hubert. We should not be this low. Yeah, there's a military base at Hubert if I remember well, so that's why there's also landing pad 10, but I might be completely wrong on that. Don't quote me. Alright, let's go back to Point Vermew and turn around. Good thing we got blended fuel.
Boss 1980 cleared to land runway 24 right. Wind 206 entry. Cleared to land runway 24 right, boss 1980.
Last time you cleared us, there was a plane there. I still haven't crashed in everything, in anything, so I don't know if there's actual crash mechanics or not, if we're going to become a pile of burning plane carcass, or if we're going to bounce off the ground. I have no clue. But let's not get to that. We don't want to crash. Alright, let's go in for another approach. This time hopefully there won't be a plane. Not the best approach, but our speed is good. Doesn't seem to be anything there, so that's good. Yeah, our friend is still there. Gonna land on this side of the runway. Wonder where we get clearance to land if there's another plane there. That's so weird.
Boss 1980 contact ground on 126.4. 126.4 for boss 1980. Ground boss 1980 request taxi to parking. Boss 1980 taxi to general aviation parking by taxiway cross runway 6 left Charlie cross runway 28 Alpha. Boss 1980, did you hear my last transmission? Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 6 left Charlie cross runway 28 Alpha boss 1980.
That's a bus. Why is there a bus here? That's interesting. A bus followed by some kind of security vehicle? I don't know. Let's just not hit them. Thanks for taking all the room. Won't be visiting St. Hubert often if that's the kind of stuff. Get landing clearance while there's a plane on the runway and have vehicles on the taxiway. guess I have to go on this runway. Interesting. And there's another vehicle there in our way. What is this? Wow, okay. Not helping. I have to go in the grass there. Any more surprises on the way? Oh no, you don't, you. Look at that vehicle. You better not be getting in my way. That's it. Turn the other way. Good. All things aside, I was just joking about the air traffic controller here at St. Hubert. I seriously doubt they would let me land if there was another one on the strip there. Hey, look at that, there's another TBM there. So we're gonna park, guys, and that's gonna be it for this flight. I hope you enjoyed the South Shore, and I will be doing another video on the North Shore soon. And there we go. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the South Shore like I was saying. Gonna be doing one on the North Shore soon. So if you guys have any comments, anything you want to add about my videos, anything you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. And thanks for flying with us, and see you next time.
Okay.